A minute. I said, wait a minute. Okay. Come on. She was keeping me company, y'all. We good? Yeah. Let's see something. Why would that be? Make sure my audio is coming through. Audio. Okay, we good. It don't look good. Something looks different. Pretty Petty Tuesday. Tuesday is here. You know how we got through, come clear. Yo, we coming through loud and clear. You can hear this thing, yo, just your hearing, baby. Yo, rumors go around. Sometimes you're the subject, and this is what yo, it's a bad state of affairs, yeah. So he said something about you, and she followed up. Are they real friends of yours? Yes. Nope. Well, it happened the way it happened, and you can't take that back. Happens whether you are Latino, Chinese, or black. And started by the white. Nah, we ain't doing that tonight. Tearing them things down. No friends here, no one else around. You don't know who you can trust, cause sometimes cats throw you under the bus. So what you gonna do? Well, follow me as we go through this trials and tribulations of life, because we gotta go through this thing. It's trite, yeah, but it still exists. It's sort of like the guy up in the sky, you can't see this. And so when the rumors are going around, it's going to do his best to tear you down. So you gotta stay strong, cause you might have to do this thing all along. Or should I say all along? Yo, you set the tone. You let people in the way you want to. You gotta do what you got, don't front. Who wants a piece of this thing that you got? Well, just remember that you're hot. Cause if you wasn't nobody, they wouldn't be trying to make you into a somebody that should be hated. They waited just for you to get your shine. They coming from behind. Not everybody likes a winner. Treat you like you're a beginner of the things that you just started. Yo, don't do nothing like that half-hearted. Yo, give it your all. Learn how to stand tall. In the face of the enemy. Yo, they like frenemies. And I hate that term, but that inches all up in my brain like a worm. Sort of like a parasite. They hate in with all they might. I've been there, you've been there. We gon' get there again. Just let you know, just, yo, concentrate on your win. Cause you will win again if you're meant to. Yo, let's get into the facts of the case. Yo, they tried to get you on up out of this place. It could be a friendship club or a job, yo, rubber dub. You don't really know, but these are the trials and tribulations we go through. Yo, all of us, each and every last one of us. It ain't fun to us, but we gotta go through it. So let's get to it. I got to the bag soon as I got into that place of work. They was feeling some kind of way you would think they feelings would hurt. I went to school and plus I was raised by my two folks. And they taught me the game, so I ain't worried about y'all egg yolks. Got egg on your face, egg on your face, baby, eggs on your face, egg on your face, But I lost my love cause she was listening to them other motherfuckers that was above the things that she could stand. So I'm no longer her man. And I lost my best friend. I go through this now and then. If I had a nickel for everybody who fronted, I wouldn't have $1 in my pocket. I wanted, actually I ain't tell the truth. I would have a couple of dollars and I could show you proof. Motherfuckers don't give me the benefit of the doubt, they out. But it's alright. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah. Yo, T carry right what you know about getting fronted on. Yeah, how it go? Hey, yo, Carla, what's the deal? When they spreaded that rumor, yo, how it feel? And some shit, yo, you really listen to that? Yo. And you ain't give me a chance to explain my side. Well, it keep it aside. It's alright. Yo, it's okay. I'ma get back with you on another day. But when the truth comes out, you gon' look stupid. Don't come around my way. Don't do it. Cause I ain't trying to hear nothing. I need real people on my team. You know what I mean? Yeah. Fuck out of here. Yeah. The fuck out of here, crew. The fuck out of here, crew. The fuck out of here, crew. Yeah, talking. Yo. Tired of this shit. My gripes are legit. Got a legitimate complaint. Yo, think I was when I ain't. The truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is that people done lost whole careers off of this shit. Rumors, dumb shit. Yeah, they wanted to get you up out of there. I said, yeah, they need to get you on out of there. Then what happened next? Starting a rumor about sex. I ain't touched nobody, touch it. I ain't touched nobody. Trying to tell my girl, my wife was my world. I ain't, yo. Look at these rumors. Look at all of these rumors surrounding me every day. Surrounding me every day. Look at all of these rumors surrounding me every day. Look at all of these rumors. Look at all these rumors surrounding me every day. Look at all these rumors. Yeah. I don't play with that kind of stuff, yo. I know that in my lifetimes are rough, but we gotta make it through the fire. And I'ma do this shit before my life expires. I'ma make sure I clear all my names. And I ain't really trying to play that game. But sometimes you gotta do what you got to do. And that's some shit we know. And it's only us two. That's the way it was supposed to be, boo. But you let a third party in. They filled your mind with sin. So as I begin to think about the styles and the all shit that piled up in our lives, yeah, we had our own problems, but we always had our ways to get through and solve them. But you stopped my shine and you quit me. What the fuck is up on your mind? Yo. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Now I can't even look at you in the same way. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I'll get back though. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even get a conversation before you. Okay. Trying to ghost a nigga? Well, fuck nigga. Okay, I see it. I guess if it's like that, we was never like that. I guess if it's like that, we was never like that. But in my mind, I just feel like you was weak-minded behind it. It was a whole lot of bullshit. And here comes some more shit. And I ain't trying to curse my way through it, but the shit makes me feel some kind of way, and I do it. Yeah, it flows like fluid. It's sort of like water and daughters. Sons and daughters gotta go through. Sons and daughters gotta go through. Man, that shit's wild. Y'all ready? FOH. FOH. Yeah. Shit is L, son. Yo, what's up with that shit, dog? Yeah, we started off hot and heavy, then it broke like levees. In New Orleans in '05, drowned and didn't survive. I thought we could get through anything, any queen with any king. Wrong chess pieces, baby. Yo, we signed the wrong leases. Maybe we can do it again, but I really don't think so because I don't consider you my friend. If you believe some rumor shit, I ain't got no room for that shit. So I say peace now, but I don't even really mean peace, bitch. You nigga, gotta get it on you, nigga. I heard what you said and the rights that you read. Nah, son, I said nah. You got to be kidding, yo. All the rumors that you was spitting. Yeah, well, it's alright. I'ma see you later, alright? Yo, it's wild. It's real wild, son. What? Trials and tribulations, baby. That's what it is. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Yo. Yo. I thought you was my best friend and we was gonna be boys till the end. But the end comes fast as fuck when somebody gets you shit out of luck. It could be over money or girls. Yo, niggas be jealous cause you get girls. Especially when you a young cat and these niggas getting all hard and he trying to do that. So he wanted the first, so he ain't say nothing to me out of shit, so he rumored words. Thing that ever could happen. Now I'm finding out about the shit, now I'm snapping behind my back. He was stabbing me right behind him. Motherfucker, how you act? What's the deal, y'all? don't know how to feel. Sometimes you don't really know who you can trust, and sometimes you got yourself and only us. And us was a we, but it ain't no us and we. Yo, that's how we going big. Yo, let's keep going. Make sure it's cold outside, even when it's snowing. We still bring the heat and we still eat together, but now not no more. You whore, you try to treat me like a hoe, and that's really not the way it's gonna go. My name is Son, and I'm really not the motherfucking one. Word. How's everybody doing tonight? What's the deal? Word. Yeah. Yeah. Late night, but I'm not tired. Matter of fact, I'm feeling quite inspired, and I think that I'ma write my journal. Yeah. I've got a lot of things on my mind. Sometimes the right words I can't find to express how I'm feeling today, and that's because I'm feeling really some kind of way. And I spray my heat. Yo, what you trying to do? What you trying to eat? I said that to my boo, cause I thought there was nothing that we couldn't get through. And I was wrong to 2 left feet. So by myself I gotta eat. So I'm on my own. By myself. So pay the bell shit. Yo, speaking spell shit. Yeah, and I couldn't do the math cause I wasn't coming up with enough numbers in the head. A fraction, a second, a second, a section. This is going on my erection. Hard than a motherfucker. But I was feeling like a straight sucker. Giving up my cash for the rumors that I was giving. And no pause, everything's gonna be alright. It got enough cause. So let's, yo. Alright, okay, alright. I'ma reel it in, y'all. Urban Therapy with Son 752, and this is daily. It's the daily go-getter-mism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it wins? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting, and everything is gonna be all right. We talking about they believe the rumors instead of you tonight. What do you know about somebody believing a rumor that they heard about you instead of even confronting you about it, asking you about it, giving you the benefit of the doubt, but instead acting on the rumor, separating themselves from you, and maybe even spreading the rumor farther? Now, as far as I'm concerned, this is the fastest and the easiest way to not believe that anybody could ever be a real friend or a real lover, you know, or even maybe even a real family member. That's how bad it can get. That's how bad this can get. Spreading false rumors. You know, people have lost careers over this shit. People have broken up and lost relationships over this shit, ended relationships over this thing. Plenty of people have lost jobs over this. Plenty of people. Rumors that you've been stealing. Rumors that you are having sexual relations or inappropriate relations with a subordinate or something like that if you are in a position of leadership. Plenty of people have gotten investigated, fired, and that shit causes a whole lot of stress. Because even if a person doesn't separate from you, it doesn't mean that it won't make you look at them looking at you a certain kind of way. And if you've ever been through this, like somebody said that they didn't believe a rumor about you, but you know that they believed it. Now, maybe they liked you enough to still go forward with you, but you know in the back of your mind that in the back of their mind, they really thought you were capable of doing whatever was said about you. And that's not cool. That ain't cool. So that's what we're going to talk about, to get involved, these puzzle pieces right now. We going to solve puzzle. Get involved, these puzzle pieces right now, we gonna solve. Get involved, these puzzle pieces right now, we gonna solve. Talk about it, be about it, get involved, these puzzle pieces right now, we gonna solve, yo. Talk about it, be about it, get involved, these puzzle pieces right now, we gonna solve, yo. Talk about it, be about it, get involved, these puzzle pieces right now, we gonna solve. Talk about it, be about it, get involved, these puzzle pieces right now, we gonna solve, y'all. So let's get into it. Agent Smith, what's good? How you feeling? Leona, what's good? He said, damn this hush. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means. And Claude Speed 5, what's up? What's up? Good to see y'all. My girl Katala and Randy Michael. That's what's up, y'all. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate y'all. So yeah, we're talking about they believe the rumors instead of you. They believe the rumor instead of you. Who among us has never had a rumor spread about us? Is it possible to get through life without at least having one rumor being spread about us that we had to work through, explain our way out of? Some people can't handle rumors being spread about them, and they will bend over backwards to try to right the wrong that's been said about them. And I don't think that that's a necessary thing to do, because it kind of tests your emotional resolve. And I don't think that anybody should have that much power over somebody to make them have to prove something about them that wasn't true in the first place. But not everybody can handle losing friends or having relationships strained even for a certain amount of time. Yeah, I mean? What TK Wright says? She says, Carla, you see that I'm up and active, right? When he makes fun of me later on in the week, I'm talking about I'm sleep. It won't be a rumor, though. At least I ain't spread no rumors about you, though. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna spread no rumors about you, though. You know what I'm saying? It was hot today, man. It was hot today in the city. It was like 80, 81, some old crazy shit that ain't had no business being, especially since just 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, we was in the teens. You know what I mean? Consistently for like mad weeks. But here we are. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my drums away, and then we're going to go ahead and have this conversation we're going to have tonight. And the conversation should be good because we just talking about some real stuff. We just talking about being real. We're going to talk about how it goes down when it's real, son. When it's real. They believe the rumor instead of you. They believe the rumor instead of you. Who are these people? Sorry about that, y'all. I had to make some adjustments. You know how you looking at your set and you like, nah, they can't see what I see, but I see what I see, and I don't like what I'm seeing. But yeah, somebody spreading rumors about you. It's detrimental to your psyche. It's not cool. It's not cool. It's bad enough when somebody says something about you that might be private and you have to explain how come you didn't bring it up to anybody before because it was private. It may have been not only private, but it might have been secret to you. And now you have to explain, this thing that you already weren't comfortable with. But when it's something that doesn't involve you or that wasn't true, and I mean totally untrue, like I don't even know where they got this shit from. And one of the big problems is that people who spread rumors about people, they know how much damage this shit can do to a person. And that's sometimes their motivation for doing it. Like, I don't like this person's face and I don't want to see him around here anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to poison the water surrounding him and have everybody thinking that this person is a bad person. And people are weak and they love the messy shit. And so they're going to believe this. And this is going to make this motherfucker's life hard. Or it's going to make this woman's life hard. And so they know what they're doing. And it amazes me that they can sleep at night or rest well or even feel good about what they're doing, because obviously they can, because they're going for what they want. This is the kind of work that they are involved in. So at work, they might spread a rumor about you, about something inappropriate that they could tie to you in some kind of way. Whether it's true or not is not all that important. The important thing is that they could tie this to you. Like, ew. Well, I did see him and her together. I did see her and him together. I did see her and her together. I did see him and him together. Whatever. He is kind of friendly to this and that. Or I did see his bag looked a little bigger than usual. I ain't saying he's stealing, but I'm saying that bag looked bigger when he leaves than it did when he came. That's all I'm saying. Money is missing. Money is missing. So yeah, man, once they put the thought in certain people's minds, a lot of times their work is done. A lot of times, and they don't even get credited for starting a rumor. They don't even always, because they kick it like somebody told them. They kick it like somebody hit them up on the scoop. So what you gonna do about that? Huh? What you gonna do about that? Well, something has to be done. We're gonna talk about it tonight. All right, so let's get into it. I'm gonna go over here and get my chair. I'm gonna go over here and get my chair, and we gonna have this conversation right here. Yeah. Yeah. So what y'all know, man? What do y'all know? What do you know about being the subject of a nasty rumor? A nasty little rumor. Now, I'm sure somebody this shit ringing different. All right. Caller with the last numbers, Indiana area code. Welcome to the Daily Go-Gettemism Show. What's on your mind tonight? How you feeling? Is everything okay? What's up? Speak.
What's up, son? Welcome to another edition of Kim's probably gonna say inappropriate things tonight. What's up, chat? Some family, other people, new people. You know what it is.
Well. Yeah, I understand.
All right.
Okay, so
let's get into it. Let's play.
Okay. So we're talking about they believe the rumor instead of you. So we're talking about when a rumor might have been spread about you or said about you, and the people closest to you decided that whatever was being said about you was more true than false. And so they went with that instead of confronting you about it, asking you about it, giving you a chance to clear your name or clear things up or at least set the record straight. Now, I don't know if that's your story, but my story has been that most of the times when things were said about me that weren't true or that really weren't true or that were damaging or whatever, I've lost a lot of friends, lovers, and all of that kind of shit over this without ever being confronted. And that's the part that kills me. Now, I'm not saying that that's your experience, but that is my experience. So what's yours?
So one is just one the other is more serious, really serious. So, I don't speak to a certain person now because of a dumb rumor that to this day she has never asked me. Like let's put it on the table. She went and told the world that I slept with her daughter's father. And that was back in the 90s when this rumor first started. And it lived for a long time. And then finally I was like, fuck it. Start talking to her again because I shut down. And then next thing I know, this thing resurfaced right before around COVID. But I wasn't aware. Everybody else knew except for me.
Mm.
Then one day her mom said to me, because I wasn't speaking to her over some other shit, because it was too much happening. And one day her mom says to me, well, she says she forgives you. And I was thinking, forgive me for what? I'm not talking to her. I let it go. I said, well, maybe she's still stuck on thinking everything is about her. Maybe that's why she's saying she forgives me because I told somebody not to go to her state. And months later, her sister said, well, I think you should apologize to her for sleeping with da 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 da. I'm like, wait a minute, what are we talking about? Then she tells me, and I'm like, what? You got to consider her feelings. Her feelings were so hurt, she was crying. And I'm like, whoa, fuck her feelings. Because that never happened. Then I'm being told that it said me and this dude slept together over the course of years since we've been on the planet, basically. And I'm like, well, when did this happen that I wasn't aware of? But the part that makes me like, I never want to talk to her again, like, it has to be something serious. And even then, it's just for that moment. Because this has stolen my peace, but because she's never been woman enough to ask me. She heard a rumor that she somehow caused and told everybody this thing, but never asked me. And then it turned into the point where even the children were being involved because my goddaughter called me trash one day. And I'm like, what's happening here? Little girl, what were you doing? And now I'm like, the kids are involved, but this is before I even knew what it was. So everyone else knew but me. Her mother knew but me. Our great aunt knew but me. Everybody knew but me. I'm the one blind here, walking through the shadow of the valley of death. But I didn't know what was going on. And when I found out, I'm like, and to this day, right now, today, she's never been woman enough to ask me. She just went on a hunch. And what makes it crazy is, let's just say, even if, and I'll avoid saying the reason why I would never because I don't do nobody sloppy seconds. Let's start there. But there are so many other reasons why I wouldn't, because I never understood why she slept with him. And I avoid saying it because it's my goddaughter's father and the things are mean. They're true, but they're mean and harsh. So I don't say them. But the killing part is a lot of it is based on her insecurity. And instead of her just asking me, she went out one day randomly out of the blue while she was pregnant with another man's child. This man she's never been in a relationship with, that I slept with, accused of sleeping with. She's never been in a relationship with him. But she was pregnant with another man's child and just one day called him up out of the blue and said, yeah, I know y'all slept together, blah, 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 blah. And he's asking her, what y'all into, an argument or something, laughing? And she's all emotional and shit because she's pregnant. And he was like, yeah. And she took that and ran with it. And that's what the story has been since the 90s. And now it's 2026 and the story still exists. but
That's
she's
messed
never
up.
asked me. And I'm like, well, I'm good on you. And I'm good on everybody who believes the story. Everybody who's talking about it. But nobody has never asked me. That's the part that, like, I don't give a fuck about the rumor. Because it is what it is. It's not the first man who's ever said it. Because sometimes that's what men do. I'm not condoning it. I'm not excusing it. But we know it happened.
Mm.
And women do it too. But we know men have a tendency to do that a lot more. Y'all slept with her. No, he didn't touch nothing. Get a kiss, she didn't even breathe on him. So that's I'm not worried about that. My issue is that she's never been willing enough to ask me, and for all the people in the circle who have been talking in the group chat and all this bullshit, but nobody has ever asked me. But the main person never asked me, and she just went on what he said, and then the part where she said, "Why would a man lie on his dick?" And that has never set well with me ever. So now I'm on a fuck you bus.
Mm. Yeah, that's a. Do you think that there was any other reason of why she didn't want to believe you over him?
Dare I say, I think it's her insecurity. And let me explain this when I say that. Like, for whatever reason, when we were younger, especially in our teens, and you know, she's a pretty woman. But for whatever reason, whenever there was an argument or a disagreement, her words were always, and Kim thinks she's prettier than everybody because she's got light eyes. Or Kim thinks she looks better because she's light. That's never ever been my demeanor. I've never thought like that because I think she's beautiful. So, and we ran together, like we did dirt together. We were always together, meeting dudes and doing shit. So that's why I'm like, where is this coming from? What are we doing here? But somewhere in there, I missed that she had a bunch of insecurities again. Remember, I didn't find out about a lot of them until your old show. When she came on there, that's when she said it and talked about them. And I was like, wait a minute, what bubble was I in that I didn't even notice you had these insecurities? And so, you know, that took me off my rocker because I was like, damn, I have been paying attention to somebody I love that I didn't even notice that she's this insecure.
Mm. Yeah.
But and she introduced it on your show. And there's been discussions about it. But this same guy, I remember one day she told me they got a baby, they've had a child together, they eventually lived together. They weren't in a relationship, but they lived together, screwed each other over and over time. But he's never seen her completely naked. And I think that's where that comes from, her own insecurity. Because even though we were together and I thought we did the same things, like we had the same self confidence, but in hindsight, when I look back, I'm like, something was missed there. And I've had other people tell me that. I've had a guy say she's insecure, and I'm like, not my baby. She's not insecure. None of my girls are insecure. My cousins are beautiful, and I'm saying all this strong stuff. But then he pointed some things out to me one day, and he told me somebody she was running with, and I had to eat crow because then I saw it, and then she said it, and I'm like, is that what it's been all this time? Because there was an incident. She came over to my apartment. His grandmother lived down the street. He stopped by to see his child was at my house because they were always there. And they weren't. But I've known him since he was a kid because he ran with my cousin. He was my cousin's best friend, my other family's cousin's best friend. So, and we grew up in the same neighborhood. So I've always known him. So there was no big deal about him being in my house, but for whatever reason, that set off something inside her and made her feel uncomfortable
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason. And in hindsight, I look back and I said maybe it was her insecurities. And maybe she wasn't ready to face them. Maybe that's the reason why she didn't ask me, or it's because for whatever reason, she has always been the one to believe a man over a woman. Because I remember she had another guy who was just her boyfriend, and in the same house, she's in the kitchen, bathroom, wherever she was. He and I in another room, and he said something to me inappropriate, and I immediately go tell her. And when she asks him, he says no, and she gets mad at me, and I'm like, what? And I said, nigga, I'll never tell you nothing else, and I mean it. And I didn't. Because are you insane? What are you going to say? Yo, stupid. That's like asking the killer, did you kill these people? He going to say, yep, I murdered all of them. No. So this nigga who's in here, who's supposed to be your dude and saying some shit to me, he going to tell you he just did? He knew I was going to tell him. But he knew there was a weakness in her that she was going to believe him over me. So, and maybe it's just her insecurities. I don't know. Maybe she's afraid to face the fact that there's something wrong with her that she would believe a man over a woman in any situation. Or maybe her issue is just with me. Because I had a different kind of confidence than her.
Well, then, it sounds like the issue could be with herself and you. Jealousy doesn't make sense. It just works the way it works.
Don't say that. I hate that. I hate to hear that. A lot of people say that. I hate that word because there's nothing about me for any of my loves to be jealous of. We in this together, and I never want to believe that. Like, I'm always gonna fight that. Don't use that word, man.
Well, I'm sorry that the word has to exist, but like I said,
that can't be it.
Well, it can, and unfortunately, it's a destructive emotion that people can't control, and it'll take you to the darkest places on the earth. So, you gotta understand that, like I said, the problem could be with herself and manifesting itself through you. And it doesn't have to, jealousy doesn't work like with logic. It doesn't say that I don't like this person because they treated me wrong or because I don't like the things that they do. It says that I don't like this person because of who they are. And see, the difference between jealousy and envy, even though people seem to think that envy is worse, I think jealousy is worse than envy. Envy is when you want something that somebody else has, but you might want what they have in addition to what they have. Like maybe they have a 500 S-Class Benz and you want a 500 S-Class Benz. But once you get your 500 S-Class Benz like they had, you good. Jealousy works like this. I want his 500 S-Class Benz, and I don't want him or her to have it. So I want what they have instead of them having it. That's the way jealousy works. That's the biggest difference between jealousy and envy that I can see. So although people say that envy is worse than jealousy, I think jealousy is worse because jealousy wants to take away from people. They don't want to have in addition. Like jealousy doesn't say, well, why would I be jealous? Well, I got the same thing. Jealousy says, no, they don't deserve what they have. I deserve to have what they have, and they deserve to have nothing. So anyway, the saddest part about what you're saying is that it fits the narrative of this show. because she went along and believed a rumor that had been spread or something that had been said. Now, the only thing is, I don't even really look at that as being a rumor. That was a direct lie. And of course, a lot of times, rumors are lies. But normally with a rumor, you don't know exactly who started it, who put it out there, whatever. When it's somebody who lied on you and now it's my word against yours, like we can track that. We know exactly where it came from. So it's not going to make us resent it any less. But at least we can we can track where it's coming from and we can confront it directly. I don't think I think you were done wrong in your situation, and I know that you feel some kind of way about it because that's your family. And when you grow up with your family, you don't expect anything like that to come between you. Now you can correct me if I'm wrong because I'm saying that it was a lie and not a rumor, but it could have become a rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It started
So
out as
it
a
was a
lie.
lie. You're right. It started out as a lie, then it became a rumor.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that definitely fits in line with what we're talking about. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. So yeah, yeah, I'm sorry you had to go through that, and it's messed up, especially when your feelings are hurt and you don't even feel compelled to fix the situation anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Exactly. Because
it bothers my auntie a lot. It bothers her a lot, and I hate that it hurts her because she's in the middle, and she's like, "You like my daughter, and I don't need my daughters not speaking to each other." So it bothers her a lot, and some other people in the family because I don't get involved in nothing anymore. I don't come around, especially if she's in town. I don't want to be bothered. I don't participate in nothing where she's part of it. I just don't want to anything. And I'm the one. I don't want to mend it. And so, it's got everybody in an uproar about it. I just had to have a conversation about it 2 days ago. But I'm good where I'm at with it. I don't want to fix it. And it's bothering everybody. Like my one cousin was crying about it. And I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. And she was like, if you love me, you'll fix this. Like everything can be fixed. And I'm like, it can't. And I don't want I don't want it to be. That's the thing about it. I don't want it to be fixed.
And that is the biggest problem. When you don't want, because I understand not wanting it to be fixed because your feelings are hurt. And that probably can't be undone. But maybe I should ask you, is there a way for your feelings to be unhurt?
So no, because it's not just my feelings being hurt. It's a whole lot more to it. It's the why would a man lie on his dick part that really digs a different kind of deepness. The fact that the words got back to one of my exes and I had to have a whole blowout with him. He was like, so you cheated on me? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, that ain't never been what I do. I don't do that. He's like, well, I heard while we were together. And I'm like, come on now. You know me better than that. He's like, well, I had to question sometimes. No, you ain't never had to question shit. But the fact that it reached him and caused him to question things because he felt uncomfortable because I have male friends. Like, and the reality, one or two are exes, but we're friends and we're friends, that's it. I try to keep everything, where, hey, this is my friend, I'm with somebody, yada, yada, yada. He felt a little uncomfortable with it back then. But then for him to hear this conversation, now he's feeling like, oh, I heard the whole time you and dude been messing around. So now I'm arguing with somebody I'm not even with. and we having a whole blowout about it. And we were cool. And now he and I are not cool because of this. Because now I just like, you believe this bullshit, I don't even want to be friends with you no more. Don't ever talk to me again. And so now I don't even want to fix that with him. He wants to come apologize. But I don't even want to fix it with him because it was an avalanche of things. It just was too much.
Mm-hmm.
And over the course of time, it's always been little stuff that she said. And I've let it ride. One, because she my cousin, I love her. We grew up together, we did everything together. We had each other's back. Two, she's my son's godmother. And she was the first one there when he came into this space. So that garden's a big deal to me.
Yeah.
Like she protected him with her life. And I let stuff go because of that. I let stuff go for years because of that. And it's been a lot of stuff over and over and over and over. Little childish shit. Little girl, teenage arguing and bickering stuff. Little mess. And I let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. People always in my ear like, why do you keep happening?
Mm-hmm.
But we grown as people. And during the pandemic was hard enough. But to have a rumor out there about me in the midst of chaos, and your mouth is open spreading it. Your mouth has this going on. When everybody is struggling and hurting, and this is what you're doing, this is what's coming to my doorstep. When I'm over here just trying to keep my mental together, man, fuck you. I am good. I don't want to fix it. It can never be fixed. And I'm standing on that. I don't want it to be. It does not mean it doesn't mean I want anything bad to happen to her. Like when I hear she's trying to take a trip right now, I'm in tears. Please don't get on the plane. But I just don't want it to be like it used to be. I don't want to be cordial. I don't want us to hang out. I don't want to call her on the phone. I don't want her calling me on the phone. I don't want to nothing. I'll tell my auntie, quit putting me in a group chat with everybody. I don't want to be there. It's just a lot I don't want to, and it's hurting a lot of people, and I'm sorry, but I'm good. This is my peace. This is how to avoid being real nasty, mean, and ugly. And I keep telling them, if you want me to be calm and cool, you want peace, do not try to force this, please.
Mm-hmm. No, I understand. I do. I understand. I mean, it's not easy to just accept that somebody has treated you that way. You know what I mean? Like when somebody shit on you in that fashion, like it's sweet like that. Now I get it. I get it. I don't like it, and I wish it could be different for you. I wish that the situation could be different. Excuse me. Period. But sometimes things have to be the way that they are until they're not that way anymore. And evidently, it's not time for things to change with you. But yeah, that's how damaging, rumors being spread about you can be, especially when the people that you thought you were the closest to are the ones that are not giving you the benefit of the doubt, as if you don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. When you know that you have put the work in for something, what the fuck is going on here? Dude, I can't even say he's spamming. He must have all of this shit.
That's what it is.
Huh?
That's what it is. It's spam.
Yeah, but it's all different. You know what I mean? Like,
don't make it. It doesn't make it not spam.
You're spamming.
It's a different way of it.
All right. Let me get this moment. He got to go. He got to get it, go. He coming in hot. That motherfucker's coming in hot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when you're not given the consideration of defending yourself, yeah, it's painful. It's painful because not only does your pride kick in, but your sense of loyalty and betrayal starts to take center stage. Like, so you mean to tell me that with all I've done, I'm not worthy of consideration to the contrary of this bullshit? I can't even get a trial date. You understand what I mean? Like, I can't even. So I can't have my day in court with you. I don't have no clout with you. So yeah.
Look,
So
look, look at your chat.
I don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers are doing. Uh, like I don't really have a problem with this.
It's spam.
Yeah, but I can, that doesn't. I'm I'm alright with that. Like, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, but it can weigh on your feelings, and we're talking about people you've known for a lifetime or think that you have a bond with, and then to find out that you don't have nothing with these people, with this person or with these people,
Mm-hmm.
it's fucked up. It's a credibility issue, and for you to find out that you have none, where you should have a whole lot. Yeah, that's not the move right there. But these are some of the things that we have to deal with. Like I said, my experience is that I don't get the conversation. I don't get the confrontation. All I get is the absence. And I'm not an easy person to deal with when it comes to this. But when we talk about your people and your situation, who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody yesterday about how no man wants to believe or accept that they baby mom was fucking somebody else that they know. No man wants to believe that. No man wants to accept that. And you know what? I was talking about what's going on. Wait a minute. I was talking about what's going on with 50 Cent and T.I. and King.
And Damani and Eris.
You see, I can't go that far. I don't get involved in this shit to even name those names that you're talking about. But I was trying to say, this person was trying to convince me that 50 Cent is like, his feelings are like bulletproof. Like he don't give a fuck about nothing, blah, blah. And I was like, nah, he's actually very sensitive. And if you check out the way that he moves, he is. I was like, you think this motherfucker is putting all of this shit out about Diddy because he sure ain't protecting the victims? You don't hear him say nothing about no victims. He not looking out for them. Diddy was fucking his baby mom.
That's how men move anyway. Men don't move the way he moves, in my opinion.
The way who moves?
The way 50 Cent moves.
Exactly. So like in his quest to seem like he's unbothered and all that, but you can see, because you're not going to waste your time trying to tear down somebody or defame somebody or whatever that you don't give a shit about at all. For you to have put out whole documentaries, and like you had to get camera crews, you had to get directors, you had to get story writers, all of that shit in order to do this. That's not what a person who only is trying to get a couple of dollars does. It ain't. You had a personal
effort into it.
Yeah. You had a lot of stake in this. So I'm saying all of that to say that no man wants to deal with having to see somebody who was running up in his chick on a regular basis. They don't want to have to deal with that. So with your situation, I think I understand why she didn't want to believe you instead of him. And it's fucked up. It's fucked up. She already feels like you standing next to her, she's already losing something. And she didn't want to have to lose him to you.
That's crazy, though.
I know it's crazy. And that's what I was saying. Jealousy doesn't make sense. It just does what it does. It just does what it does.
I wish I could describe to you how that feels to me. I wish I could describe it and make you understand how that feels.
I think I understand. On some real shit, I think I understand. You know, I do. What I'm trying to do is make you understand where it's coming from.
It just makes it feel I think to see it in those terms, it makes it real. It makes a reality that maybe all this time we weren't moving as a unit, and maybe what other people were in my ear was saying is true. And I never want to believe it was true.
Right. I get it. I think your phone was breaking up. Hello?
You know, when you're a kid and you find out that your favorite character is really a person, like, that ain't Barney, and that Barney's not real. A person in a suit, you know, that's what that feels like. So we realize, hey, these things are real. This is kid stuff. That's what that feels like. Like, I've been in a bubble because, for real, you haven't been with me. You've been competing with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't accept that because it doesn't even, there's no logic to that. There's no logic to it. And when I say there's no logic to it.
Mm-hmm. That sounds logical. But yeah, jealousy don't care about logic. And jealousy will make you, at least it wasn't her that spread the rumor. Even though it kind of was.
No, it was her.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
She the one he never said this. He said it to her because she brought it to his door. And then he took it. I found out in the 90s she called me on 6-way. It was like 7 people on the phone, and she's talking to me. I don't even know these people on the phone.
Are you serious?
As soon as they hung up, my other cousin called. She's like, I want you to know I didn't have nothing to do with it. I didn't know. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She was like, I was on the phone. Don't say I was on the phone, but I was on the phone. I didn't know she was calling and put me in that. I want you to know I'm not a part of it. Yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, wait a minute. She's like, all these people were on the phone. What? That's the man. What?
Well, there you have it. Okay. There you have it. All right. Well, that's how that goes. That's how that goes. But yeah, that's sometimes the people closest to us are a little messy. And that's hard to accept too. But it exists. It exists. We aren't always our best selves. And that jealousy will bring out the worst in all of us. But yeah, like, you know, people have gotten fired from jobs over this kind of shit. Because one thing about coworkers, messy, nasty ass coworkers, they don't have no problem with fucking with your livelihood. They don't have no problem with, you know, taking food out of your kids' mouths. They don't have no problem with that. Because they figure They figure you found this job, you'll find another one. They are well aware of your skill set. So they figure you'll take your talents to somewhere else. Maybe South Beach, wherever. They just need you up out of there. And they don't feel no kind of way about the way they feel. They don't even see no wrong in it. You don't need to be around them. Nasty shit. Nasty. And these are just some of the things that we got to deal with. These are some of the things we got to deal with. So now there's a rumor going around that you stealing. There's a rumor going around that you're not doing the work. There's a rumor going around that you have inappropriate relationships with a subordinate. There's a rumor going around that you cheating on your husband with your work husband. Whatever.
And that's a dangerous one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Lives have been lost over that kind of stuff.
And they don't give a fuck.
Mm-mm.
They are doing that shit to achieve an objective. That's what it is. And it's so bad. Look at the president of the United States. He don't have no problem spreading a rumor. He don't have no problem being the one. He spread rumors and got away with it.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker said.
Get away with it.
Well, no. Well, I'm saying even before he was president, that motherfucker said that Barack Obama was not a citizen of the United States, and he got away with that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, those who know that he was lying, and he couldn't produce any proof, and he didn't. He said that, his whole 2 weeks, I'll produce it in 2 weeks. Never produced it because he couldn't. He couldn't. He knew that if he came up with some fake shit, it couldn't be authenticated and it would make him look worse. But imagine spreading a rumor like that and having people still believe it, even though you never showed any proof whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nobody at his school knew him and blah, 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 blah. Motherfucker, you don't know who knew him. How you going to find out everybody he knows? But people want to believe that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Rumors.
That's what I think about the believers. Do you just want to believe it to be true? Because it's something about you need to find something wrong with the situation.
Exactly.
So those people just wanted it to be true because they needed to find something to be wrong. Something wrong about him. A reason to dislike him. So, of course they don't believe it.
But he got away with it. He got away with it. So what's the motivation to change? What's the motivation to do anything differently? What's the motivation to not do that again? If you literally got away with it. Literally. And became the president of the United States after that shit. Where you continue to spread rumors.
Mm-hmm. He still do it now. Can't keep the man's name out of his mouth. And he got a different lie about him every time he opened his mouth. Couldn't even do the State of the Union without his name in his mouth. And telling a lie.
He spread a rumor about the press and still get. Nobody ever used the term fake news until him.
Mm-hmm.
I never heard that shit before. He coined that phrase and has people not believing what they hear on the network TV network news. Now he's right about some of it, but in the hearts and minds of a lot of people, he's right about all of it. So he becomes the gospel, and they don't believe any rumors about against him. And those don't be rumors; they be truth. That is often proven. That's the crazy part.
Well, look at how we heard him out his mouth say bad things about our U.S. military. And then he said he never said it. And those same people are saying he never said it. But everybody heard him say the thing.
It's on tape.
So now he's saying they're spreading lies and rumors, and he has people who's repeating it. Everybody's spreading lies and rumors. It's like y'all heard it though.
It's on tape.
Yeah,
It's literally on tape. Literally.
That's an
what
example.
we
They
doing?
need him to be right. They need him to be.
Literally on tape.
Yeah.
But that's what we working with. Walter Clark was good. But yeah, so when you see people in high positions, and in his case, the highest position on earth, and you see how he moves that way, so what makes you think that you can't? What makes you say that is bad? I don't mean you personally, but you understand what I mean. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they getting away with it. So I can spread a rumor too. Get some attention that I've been craving and starving for. I can have that too. As a matter of fact, I think I will. You know? So yeah, I mean, the examples that are set with those who we're supposed to look up to, or at least be influenced by. But this is how they move. So it validates a bunch of the bullshit that would never be validated before. Please, y'all, hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Please just hit the like button. Do me that one little solid. I'm not going to ask y'all for any money. I'm not even going to ask y'all for any extra time. Just hit the like button because it helps the channel and the channel needs help. And I ain't too proud to ask for some help. Hopefully you're not too proud to ask for any yourself or give any. But yeah, like I said, this can literally take food off of your table, money out of your pocket, and change life for you forever. Some rumors, you know, when I hate to keep going back to this, but this is the premise of this show. When the people closest to you want to believe the lies about you, the rumors about you, instead of you clearing it up, or when you are telling them the truth and you are cleaning it up, and they looking at you like, oh, okay. Because you know they don't really believe you. They still want to be cool with you, but now they don't believe you. It's easier for them to write you off as a liar. And you're like, where the fuck is that coming from? That's where we've been. All this time I'm thinking we here, but we've only been here. All this time. Sad state of affairs, baby. Sad state of affairs, but that's where it be. That's how it be. Jeff Sprayberry all up in the house was good, but yeah, that's how it is sometimes. So they believe the rumors instead of what you told them. So somehow your story ain't adding up, but the story that hasn't been verified is holding up in their mind. How that work? How that work? It works the way it works. What we used to say to each other back in the day, you don't like it, change it. Yeah, well, that's what we're working with. It's messed up. It really, really is. And so with your situation where even your ex was looking at you some kind of way, but he did believe you in the long run, right?
He did, but I just because he came at me with it, I don't even want to.
Right.
Like he's apologetic now, but I'm like, nope, I'm good. Don't
Hmm.
talk to me ever again.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm more like that now with age. I'm more like, I don't want to fix it. Just leave it at where it is.
Leave it,
I'm
bro.
so happier.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Not you're not fucked up. That's fucked. It's fucked up that it's gotta be that way.
Well, it is fucked up. It is fucked up. I get it, but and I'm fucked up about it because I'm the one who's the determining factor.
Yeah.
So it looks bad on me. It looks like him is the bad guy. I'll take it.
You
Let me
got
be the bad guy over here by myself in my bad guy world.
mm,
That's how I feel about it.
your bad guy world though.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I say.
Mm.
People say if you can't forgive, because see they try to use the Jesus stuff on me, and I'm like, you should know better. That's not going to work on me. Um, so you can get you blue in the face.
Kim, you gotta be Jesus,
I'm good. I'm
Jesus
cool. No,
seer.
thank you.
Jesus seer than that. You gotta be Jesus seer than that.
I'm good. They always want to say, you got to forgive because forgiving is about you. You hurt yourself and you don't forgive. I said, who said I didn't forgive? I just don't want to be involved. Like, it's two different things here. I just don't want to be involved. And I didn't forget it. So because I didn't forget it and I didn't forget how it made me feel, and I did for all the conversations I've had to have, I haven't forgotten when I go around people. Now I know these people are looking at me a specific way. Is it a big deal to me? A little bit sometimes. A little bit sometimes. Do it stop my day and make me cry? Nope. Because everybody get the middle finger.
Mm.
The fact that it hurts my husband, the fact that it hurts my auntie, that bothers me a little bit because I don't like her to hurt, but at the same time, she's got to be fair to my feelings too. I love her and I can do anything for her, but I won't do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, how you gonna love somebody for somebody else?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know,
it's unfortunate.
I have another one, but it's extremely it's the worst of the worst of a rumor or accusation that anybody could ever accuse me of. And it almost caused me to harm my first cousin I grew up with as a kid, physically harm her in a bad way.
Mm.
And I had to gather myself. And even now, I don't know what I would do if I seen her, to be honest. I really don't. Like, I don't know what I would do if I was to see her on the streets. I might not be able to handle myself. And that concerns me a little bit because that is an anger. That is I can never, ever, if I see you on site, it might have to go down kind of situation.
Mm.
Because it's very serious. It has torn up our family, part of it anyway. Some of it is other people. You grow up, you see how people really are in the family after a death. It is troubling. It's taken me a very long time to deal with it and accept it. And there are moments when I'm still kind of like, I can't believe this is where we are in this family. But this one, this is cool. I don't know. I might not be able to control myself. And it's even to the point where that kid of mine, that male mini version of me, he is like, I don't give a damn. If I see her, I'm going to say something to her and let the chips fall where they may. And I don't like that. But I can't do anything to stop it. So let's talk about it. So this is one that I talk to my friends about sometimes, and I wouldn't say anything to anybody for a long time. My friend said, you better get that out of you because it's making you stressed very bad and it's building up a monster inside. I could take anything for the most part, even this stuff with my cousin. Like, I could take that to the head because that's a different something. But to accuse me of this ultimate thing is different. So when my grandmother passed, there are some things in the whole situation that no one can explain unless they were there. I don't want to say supernatural, but they were different. That's what I'm going to say. They were different. And I don't like to talk about them too much because I live in this house, but they were different. And even the police were like, wait a minute. What is... Everybody looked at each other. It just was different. I'm going to leave it like that.
Okay.
So here we are years later, and there's a house involved, another house involved in the family because the seniors in the family always left everything as a group. Everybody gets a piece of whatever. And so my great aunt left her house. And so now it's a big family argument because the heirs are as follows. It's my mother's sibling. And then because my mother is deceased, it's her children, which is my brothers and myself. And of course, my mother's siblings are angry about it. And one of the cousins is angry about it. She's so vocal about a lot of stuff, but she wasn't involved in a lot of things. And she's one of the ones who always has felt away. She felt like my grandmother treated her different. And she did probably because she wasn't around a lot. Where the rest of us were, like, we all stayed in the same neighborhood, but she didn't. And her mother didn't bring her around a lot. So she wasn't here as much as the rest of us were. And some people feel like I was my grandmother's favorite. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. She went out of her way to do things for me. I'll say that. But it could be because we just had a close relationship anyway. Even as an adult, like my grandmother was that was my baby. It's like, it just was. We bickered and argued, but that still was my baby no matter what. So we had a very special relationship. But that was my relationship with her. Here we are in this argument over this house. We're still in this, to this day, in this argument over this house, unfortunately. And even the house I live in, it's a cause of argument. This cousin said, I know you killed our grandmother, you and your son. In those words.
That's crazy.
That stirred up so much insanity. And she said, I'm going to come over there. And I treated the situation like it was a stranger coming to my house. And I had to get myself together. And somebody had to say, that's your cousin, Kim. That's your blood. And no matter how upset this is, you can't do what you're intending to do.
Which was?
Hey, we ain't gonna say it.
So you was gonna have two. So you was gonna have two bodies on your hand, Kim?
Yeah, I guess so. But it's something about that accusation.
That ain't nothing to play with, because I've heard rumors like that before. You know what I mean? Like death does a funny thing on people. You know what I mean? But come on, man.
Do you understand? I have been willing to die for that lady.
I understand. I do.
I have been arrested for getting into it with the police over that lady. I have been maced because I'd be damned if you talk to my grandmother any old way. I was going to fight a man for the protection of my grandmother. There is nothing I wouldn't do for her. To accuse me of hurting her ever? Oh, no. You cousin, you can't say these words because you're angry or mad or sad. We all sad. But it's not that you're even sad that she's not here. You're angry because you didn't get as much as other people. She didn't leave you as much, and you're mad. You're mad because only two people got more than everybody, and that's my mother's brother, my grandmother's only son, and the eldest of all her children, and my son, her first great-grandson. Those are the two who got more than anybody between my grandmother and my great-aunt. My son was the first everything, the first grandson, the first great-grandson, the first nephew, the first great-nephew, the first great-great-nephew, the first great-great-great-nephew on both sides of the family. Mine and his father's side, he was the first. So he was spoiled rotten.
Mm-hmm.
He got the bulk of everything. So it was only two. But that warranted my cousin to say, you and your son killed our grandmother. And I cannot. That's a different kind of something. She even called the police with this bullshit. Years later, my grandmother passed in 2012. She did this a couple of years ago. I don't have drama in my house. So first of all, for the police to come to this door is embarrassing for me because I don't have the police coming. But then for them to come and this is the conversation we have to have is a different something. Just the accusation itself is too much. It's a different kind of heavy. It's not even a rumor.
It's an accusation.
It's an accusation that she made up in her head.
But that can become a rumor.
Oh, it did. For the people who wanted it to be.
Right.
The people who may not have got as much left. So
let's talk about that though.
Want to run with it.
Let's talk about that for a second. Why does it have to be true for some people? What makes it what makes that so? What makes them have to have that truth about you? Like, you ever think about that shit? Because I have. Why do y'all need that to be true about me? Like, what part of the game is that? You know, because there